Hey Coach, just wanted to send you a quick video explaining how we use the Bronco Shooting. We try to do it the most in the beginning of the season, the preseason, so get 5 or 6 scores, find out what an average is, and then we kind of work with that. We will revisit the Bronco Shooting every week, every 2 weeks to give a lot of reps. We use it as a conditioning component to practice, but due to time constraints and staff, it's not easy to do for everybody. What we'll do sometimes is take our better shooters, our yellow light and green light shooters, and have them do the test, and the guys who are red light players or their post players, that kind of thing, who aren't comfortable shooting the three anyways, we'll have them do something else during that portion of practice. So we start out with everybody doing it, and we'll move away from that. But once we have those 5 or 6 scores, it's pretty, the kids kind of stay in that range. So there's nobody who jumps up super high or goes down super low. They kind of stay in that range. So now it becomes more of shot selection. In our program, it's the 3 R's, so range, rhythm, and rebounders determine your shot selection. So if you're a green light shooter, do you have those 3 R's when you're shooting? But it's a lot of looking at film, looking at the shots we're taking in practice and scrimmages and in games, that kind of thing, to help those players find the best shots, because they are a green light shooter. We need to get them in the best shots to shoot. Yellow light, a little bit different. Depending on the player, if they're taking good shots, then maybe they just have an off shooting night or they missed a couple, but they're really good looks. Sometimes I use that 2-miss limit in the first half, and then I reset it in the second half. Other times I've just said, it's 2-miss limit and that's it. So that's the entire game for them. But a lot of it really rides on shot selection. I don't want them to ever get so fixated on the yellow and the green light that they'll pass up a good shot because they're scared of missing and then I can't shoot anymore. If we're taking good shots, there is a little bit of leeway, but that's me coaching them up and helping them decide what a good shot is. And I've had green light shooters who miss 4 or 5 shots in a game, and we've got to talk to them about what else can you do. So it's not like you get a green light and you just shoot whenever you want. It's within the context of the game. How's your game going? How are they guarding you? What types of shots are you able to get? How are you being set up? So initially, yes, it helps me figure out who my shooters are. Long term, it really just allows me to work with those players to teach them how to become great shooters. The last thing that I'll say is I know there are coaches who do it every week because they have the time before or after practice, which I said I don't have. If a kid wants to do it more than what we're doing in practice, we will find time for them to do that. And some kids do ask, but otherwise we kind of sprinkle it in as we can once games get started. If you have time and you want kids to do it so they earn the right every single week to be a shooter in your program, that's fine. It's just not something that I've done. My shooters kind of stay the same all season long. Kids who put in the time in the summer are going to be your best shooters, I feel like. But if a kid surprises me, then certainly I'm glad to have more shooters. But I don't find there's a ton of fluctuation after we get those averages. They pretty much stay kind of in the same spot throughout the year. So hopefully that helps, Coach. If there's any other questions, let me know.